Chief Gaines, you have over 600 documented rescues. That's pretty impressive.
Hey, honey.
Hi, Dad.
I wanted to tell you I was sorry for how I acted yesterday.
No, Ray, really.
No, Emma. Emma!
Welcome to What the Flick All. Ben Mankiewicz, Alonzo Duralde, and Christy Lemire. So the standard for San Andreas is high because it has to be, obviously, America is celebrating the 41st anniversary, as you all know, of the unbelievably not Irwin Allen film Earthquake.
Oh, right. Censoro!
Earthquake was awesome, and it meant something to me as a kid. I still think it's great. So here we go. It's like it's essentially a remake because it's an earthquake that devastates California. It's the only similarity. I unfortunately did not see it last night, but I'm very excited to see it, and I will
Are you
learn,
sure?
I will learn from the two of you whether I ought to.
Yeah, I had a good time. What can I say? Dwayne Johnson, not The Rock, Dwayne
Don't call him
Johnson.
The Rock. He's got a name.
Dwayne Johnson is an LA Fire Department search and rescue copter pilot. And a seismologist, Paul Giamatti, realizes that years after living on borrowed time, it's finally the moment for the big one, and the plates are shifting, and the San Andreas Fault is about to collapse, which it first takes out the Hoover Dam, and then it hits LA and San Francisco. And even though Dwayne Johnson has a ton of people he should be saving as the fire and rescue guy, he pretty much tells everybody to piss off because he's got to save his wife and daughter, and anybody else that didn't get into his helicopter, well, tough toenails. Take a look.
This whole chunk of land will be decimated.
Are you saying the whole San Andreas Fault might go off?
Everybody down!
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
We are going now!
I'd be safe and warm if I was an island.
We can't stop it. We can't prepare for it.
California dreaming of.
It will be a global event.
Set to win it.
I love you, Dad.
Don't you quit on me!
I'd be safe and warm.
So this movie should be thrilling. It should be exciting. It should be suspenseful. I was kind of bored.
Oh, see, and okay.
It's kind of repetitive. It's like a steady kind of hum of like, okay, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, and this building's going to collapse, this building's going to collapse, and then there's not a whole lot of perspective as far as what matters more than anything else, and then it's just over.
I mean, I can't disagree with that. I will say I was never bored because I kind of felt like they kept setting up each set piece in a way that was, I think, really exciting, and there was a lot of suspense and a lot of close calls. I wish that, like Earthquake, which is, I don't know if you've seen it lately, it's not that great.
No, I saw it a year and a half ago.
Okay.
I introduced it to my wife.
Marjo Gortner, for God's sake. Anyway, unlike Earthquake, there aren't like a lot of different stories going on. It's pretty much just the Dwayne Johnson family. His wife is Carla Gugino, his daughter is Alexandra Daddario, and then occasional cutbacks to Paul Giamatti for sort of science exposition.
And Archie Punjabi.
And Archie talking to Archie Punjabi, and that's it. Like, there's no, all the untold people die in LA and San Francisco. We don't know any of them, But what is great is even though disaster movies aren't as happy to kill off leading characters the way they used to in a movie like The Poseidon Adventure, boy, are they willing to drop debris down on the extras, which I thought was pretty exciting.
Yeah, but was it though? There feels like there's a relentless kind of numbing repetitiveness, like a sameness to it all. I don't know. I wanted it to be fun.
I don't know.
There were some lines though that were kind of hilarious. So I was thinking about you in this part you would like. So Dwayne Johnson commandeers various vehicles, right? He steals a giant pickup truck. He borrows a little plane.
Yes.
He borrows a boat to do what he has to do. But he knows that like the plane's only gonna last so long. It's him and Carla Gugino in the plane. And as they're flying over the bay, they're looking for a place to land, can't find any place. Majestically, like a jewel in the middle of the mayhem, is AT&T Park. All right, so you think, oh, he's going to land the plane in the ballpark, but no, they parachute out of it and they land perfectly at second base. Like it's just like everything is crumbling.
Does
and there's
he feel her up?
mayhem.
That's the only thing to do.
No,
with it.
well, they are going tandem,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah.
so because she's petrified to jump out of a plane, and so they land, and he goes, haven't gotten second base with you in a long time. The whole place groaned. The whole place groaned. But like, I kind of
It's
would
a
have,
long way to go for that joke.
right? I kind of would have liked more.
What we'll do, you see, we'll put them in a plane. We'll put them over AT&T Park, and they'll jump out and they'll land on third base. No, too much. It's PG-13. They'll land on second base.
Right. They land at home and go safe, and that's too obvious. So,
I don't know. I mean, so you've got like Alexandra Daddario is their daughter, and she is, having been raised by this fireman, very resourceful. She knows about getting a landline as opposed to when the cell towers are out, and what to commandeer out of a fire truck that's been abandoned, that it's going to help them survive and stuff. So she's actually, for a woman in this kind of movie, particularly a young, pretty teenage girl, super resourceful and super on her game, and basically saving the lives of these two dudes she's kind of dragging along with her, although the younger of which is kind of like Eric Shea and Poseidon Adventure. He's like got all this heretofore useless knowledge that is now very useful because they needed to survive.
I do appreciate that the women in this are really, really strong, and they're not just victims waiting to be rescued. Like one of the British dudes points out, she saved us this entire time.
Exactly.
So I do appreciate, and Carla Gugino is a tough chick.
Yeah, I love her.
Yeah,
Love
she's
her.
really good in this too. So
I don't know. I thought there were a lot of suspenseful moments. People get trapped inside of things, and have to get pulled out of them, and buildings are falling over, and tidal waves, and I don't know. I just it kind of went right to my sort of. It's funny. Andrew Barker at Variety and I had different opinions about the movie, but we both used the term lizard brain in terms of what this movie is doing. Like it bypasses your sort of intellect and goes right to sort of the like the so yeah. So it went it circumvented my critical thinking cap and just went right into my ooh spectacle.
Well, that's what Earthquake did, and I just think Earthquake to me is just fun. I mean, I don't know. There's parts of Earthquake that are atrocious. I mean, there's a couple performers there that are staggeringly bad. But but that said, I consistently had fun, and so there's a split here. Obviously, you had fun. You did.
Yeah. This could have been more fun. This could have been bigger in its campiness for me. I mean, like you've got Dwayne Johnson, who is just charismatic as hell, and he's just got the one note, and he's never going to be in trouble. No matter what happens, he's going to save the day. Like there's never any concern, never any suspense from that. He's kind of one note. Paul Giamatti, thank God Paul Giamatti's there, because he's good for every time they can zoom in on him. He's about to say something like, pray, or everyone. Like he has fun, and he recognizes the innate campiness of this kind of material. This could have been bigger for
And
me.
I think he's playing a lot of subtext that nobody wrote. He just threw in to kind of keep himself entertained.
Earthquake has a great twist ending, which I guess this probably doesn't.
Not so much.
Yeah. Real quick, I do want to, because I thought it was exceptionally funny, and it's one of my favorite Saturday Night Live skits, but Matt Singer, in his review of this movie, referenced that skit, and he writes, remember that Saturday Night Live, Matt Singer, a critic for
Our
Screen
friend,
Expression,
yes.
a good friend of ours. Remember that Saturday Night Live parody ad for Taco Town, the restaurant that keeps adding things to your order until the entire meal is so large it comes with its own gigantic tote bag. It gets bigger because we bake it in a corn husk filled with pico de gallo, then wrap it in an authentic Parisian crepe filled with egg, gruyere, merguez sausage, and portobello mushrooms. And he says San Andreas is the film version of that. Pizza, crepe, taco, pancake, chili bag, the movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I would, that's not a bad thing.
Right, you think that's fun. Yeah. You're grossed out by that.
I know.
That's right,
I would like to be more fun, actually. So what's your number then? Go ahead.
I mean, it's not great. I don't want to oversell this thing, but I had a good time. I give it a 6.8.
I give it a 4. And so our average is a 5.4. It's at 48% right now on the tomato meter. It's been hovering in the mid-40s, so go see it, because the whole state's going to snap off into the ocean someday anyway, so go see this
Here's
first.
a preview.
Bye.